It's been 15 years since friends Monica, Chandler, Ross, Phoebe, Rachel, and Joey gathered to say goodbye here at Monica and Chandler's apartment. Most of the characters called this building home at one point throughout the hit TV show's 10 seasons. Though both the infamous coffee shop and the interior of Monica's apartment existed only on a Hollywood soundstage, establishing bumper shots of the apartment building were filmed here on the corner of Bedford and Grove Street in the West Village of Manhattan. As you can see, the restaurant below doesn't quite match the exterior of Central Perk, and isn't actually a coffee shop, but rather the intimate Mediterranean restaurant Little Owl. In this video, we are going to take you to the real-life locations that these 6 characters from Friends lived, worked, or visited. While it's important to note that the series was actually filmed in Burbank, California, and the fountain from the opening credits of the show isn't a real site, the lives of these 6 friends were based in New York and referenced multiple real-life sites in Manhattan that Friends fans can visit. We are now at the flagship Bloomingdales store located on the Upper East Side of Manhattan at 59th Street and Lexington Avenue. Rachel Green starts her career in fashion at this department store, thanks to her new friend Mark, who arranges an interview for her with a Bloomingdales buyer. However, this helping act from Mark sparks jealousy from Ross, Rachel's boyfriend at the time, leading Ross to almost sabotage her career. Though Rachel later gets demoted to a Bloomingdale's personal shopper, she chooses to stay in the role a bit longer when she meets Joshua, a personal shopping client who she has a crush on and briefly dates. Rachel's fashion career continues to climb as she moves to Ralph Lauren and eventually is even offered a job at Louis Vuitton in Paris, though she ultimately chooses her relationship with Ross over her career in the show's final episode. Bloomingdale's covers an entire block of notable Upper East Side real estate and carries a wide spread of designer clothing, accessories, kitchenware, and more. Shoppers can be spotted carrying the store's signature little brown bag around the city. With renowned cafes such as Magnolia Bakery located inside, plus a New York visitor center, Bloomingdale's flagship is a fun tourist destination for anyone exploring the city. Though it was a running gag throughout the series that no one could remember what Chandler's job was, the show did establish that he worked at the Solo Building. Built in 1974, this Manhattan skyscraper is located on 57th Street, just south of Central Park and next to the infamous Plaza Hotel. The building is named after Sheldon Solo, the real estate developer whose company built the structure. The building is home to a large number of hedge funds and law firms. With 50 stories, it is in the top 100 tallest buildings in New York. Chandler worked in the Solo Building for years, even getting Phoebe a temporary job as his secretary during season 1, when she proves to be more popular with his coworkers than he is. Though dissatisfaction with his work and an unfortunate relocation to Tulsa for a time ultimately lead Chandler to quit his job and move into advertising. And in case you were still curious about what exactly Chandler did inside this building to earn a living, he was confirmed to have worked in statistical analysis and data reconfiguration at a later point in the show. Though who can forget when Rachel lost the girl's apartment in a bet when she fatefully shouted out that Chandler was a transponster?
It has something to do with transponding. Oh, he's a transponster! That's not even a word!
We are now outside Madison Square Garden, home of the New York Rangers hockey team, Knicks basketball team, and a renowned concert venue. The indoor arena is conveniently connected to New York Penn Station, the busiest rail hub in North America, with more than 500,000 commuter and intercity passengers passing through its concourses every day. The Garden makes an appearance at the beginning of Friends in season 1, when Ross, Joey, and Chandler visit the arena to watch a New York Rangers hockey game. The group is here to help cheer Ross up after his divorce, when Ross unfortunately gets hit in the face by a hockey puck. The characters are also implied to hang out at the Garden multiple times throughout the series when they talk about getting tickets for the Knicks, including the memorable time Rachel tries asking her client Joshua out on a date with Knicks tickets, but he misinterprets the tickets as a gift and instead takes his nephew to the game.
That would be great.
Really?
Yeah, that would be fantastic. My nephew is crazy about the Knicks. This is fantastic. Thank you so much, Rachel.
Good morning.
Hi.
We are now inside the Bleecker Street subway station in the NoHo district of Manhattan. This is the train platform where city commuters can catch the downtown 6 train or can walk through the station to connect to the BDFM line at the Broadway Lafayette stop. Bleecker Street Station is featured multiple times in the series. First, when Phoebe plays her guitar and sings for money in the show's very first episode, as commuters walk by and throw money into her guitar case. Later on, this is the same station where Joey's modeling gig prevents him from getting a date with an attractive woman he meets waiting for a train. She agrees to get a drink with him, but suddenly changes her mind when she sees his face on a venereal disease awareness poster on the platform wall behind him. Millions of people ride the MTA subway each day, making it a popular place for performers and advertisements. As New Yorkers, the group of friends also would have used the subway on a daily basis to commute to their jobs around Manhattan and beyond from their homes in the Village. If you identify with Ross's love of dinosaurs, the American Museum of Natural History is a must-see location that employs real-life paleontologists. The museum is located on Central Park West, with sprawling park easily accessible across the street from the main entrance. In the show, Ross is said to work for the fictional Museum of Prehistoric History, which is likely based on this real-life museum. Within the show, the museum is where Ross's ex-wife Carol comes to tell him that she is pregnant while he is inside a caveman exhibit. Later, Ross and Rachel share a romantic night together underneath the stars in the planetarium. Joey also works here as a tour guide for a brief time, and unites the lunchroom of paleontologists and tour guides who refused to sit together previously. For more Friends moments, and to get your chance to sit on the famous couch at Central Park, you can visit Warner Brothers Studio Tour in Burbank. However, New York is still the only place where you can experience what it might have been like to live a day in the life of one of the friends within their Manhattan setting. Despite the fan-favorite sitcom wrapping over a decade ago, its cultural relevance has remained steady thanks to constant reruns and the series' availability on streaming services. No matter how much time passes, the entertainment and comfort of rewatching an episode of Friends will always be there for you.